So there is 4 parts to an objection rebuttal. The first of which is the lower the defense tactic. And this gets them in a relaxed state. So they're expecting you to yell at them or high pressure them. So this tactic is designed just to lower their defenses, basically to agree with them. Then you reverse it, the reversal, which is you take their objection and flip it on them and tell them why that's exactly a good reason to meet, or it's funny you say that because here's why people meet with me anyway, kind of approach. We'll get into that in a second. Then you give them the reason within that reversal. And it doesn't have, and we'll get into that in a minute, more detail on that. Then you sell the appointment. This is the big portion here. And then you close. Okay, so again, lower the defense, reversal, reason why, sell the appointment, close. So somebody says, I'm not interested. Now, not interested can take all sorts of different forms, but you get the idea. If somebody says that, well, what do you say to that? You say, Mrs. Jones, I'm totally appreciate and understand why you would say you're not interested. So what we're doing here is saying, hey, that's fine. Basically, essentially saying, no big deal. It's okay. You're not hurting my feelings. This lowers their defenses. Then you say, well, the reason, and here's the thing, Mrs. Jones, the reason people meet with me anyway, even if they're not interested, is because, fill in the blank. So with not interested, there's all sorts of stuff you could say is, the reason people meet with me anyway is because there's totally new programs available at totally different prices, and people are just amazed at what the options are. That's it. So not specific, but it's utilizing third-party validation. Hey, a lot of people are in your position, but they see me anyway because they're just amazed at what the opportunities are for life insurance nowadays. Or they're really curious, and they just want to know if they've got all their information set, that they're doing the right thing for their family. Something like that. Doesn't have to, and the thing here in this, in the reversal, it doesn't have to be some dissertation. You don't need 5 different, some long explanation, desperately trying to convey to these people why they should buy from you. You don't want to do that because you'll eventually wear them out because, again, they're objecting not to necessarily saying they're not interested, okay, flat out to what you're selling. It's just they don't want to meet. They don't want to be sold, okay? So what you want to spend time really selling is the appointment. Okay, because again, you have to presume that it's most likely just people don't want to meet because of the concept of meeting with a salesperson. So you say after this, you say, look, hey, a lot of people say the same thing, but the reason they meet with me anyway is because they just want the facts on what the most up-to-date life insurance programs have to offer. And look, all I need from you, Mrs. Jones, is 5 minutes. And what you do with this information, I promise you, is completely up to you. If you like what I have to say, great. If you don't, hey, no hard feelings. So that's selling the appointment. Because again, there is the resistance that when you set an appointment, they're going to get harassed. They're going to have, imagine going through a salesperson coming into your house. You don't know these people. You don't know if they're good people or they're bad. We know we're good people as salespeople. We know we're not going to sit here and headlock these people into a close, all right? But these people presume the worst, as we all do. It's a survival mechanism to protect ourselves. And so we have to spend time inordinately, and we have to make sure that we do, to sell that this is easy. This isn't a big deal. I'm not here to pressure you. And you can say all these things to them in a comforting, relaxing tone like I did. We'll get to tonality in a little bit. After this, just like I mentioned before, you have to close the deal. You have to close the appointment. Meaning, so how's Tuesday at 2 or would 10 work better? If you don't do that, you probably won't get it, so you have to close it every single time. So let's go over that again. I'm not interested. Mr. Jones, totally fine. I totally appreciate why you would say that. The reason, though, a lot of people meet with me anyway, even though they're not interested, is because they want all the facts when it comes to life insurance to make sure they've got the best coverage in place. And all I need from you, Mrs. Jones, is 5 minutes. What you do with the information is entirely up to you. If you like it, great. Hey, if you don't, no obligation whatsoever. How's Tuesday at 2 would 10 work better for you? If they say, I'm busy. Mrs. Jones, totally fine. A lot of people say they're busy. The reason they meet with me anyway is because they've got all these medical appointments on those particular times. But if we look back, it just takes 5 minutes. If you're busy, then how would Tuesday at 6 work, or would 8 work better, or do work evenings?